Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. How y'all doing today? This is Lonnie Hill with Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. This is where we burn calories, we flatline fat, and we strengthen our hearts on a daily basis through diet and exercise. We also learn nutritional facts to help aid in diet and exercise, and also learn the functions of the body and how it moves and works together and how everything is interconnected. So boom, today the topic is the human movement system. I've covered subjects about the human movement system in the past from different aspects of things like that. But today we're going to talk about planes of motion, axis, and joint motions. These are things that we haven't talked about. I know we talked about the skeletal system. We talked about the nervous system. We've talked about the peripheral and central, so hey, that's what it is. So each thing in the body moves for a reason, and it all is interconnected and works together. One cannot work properly without the other. So we have to cover everything. So planes of motions, basically the human movement system, and when we're talking about planes of motions and axis and joint motions, basically is a universally accepted method of describing human movement in 3 dimensions, and it's based on a system of planes. As I told you guys, you got to imagine 3 planes that are positioned through the body at right angles so that they intersect the center of mass of the body. These 3 planes include sagittal, frontal, and transverse planes. Now, let's talk about what these planes are and vaguely right now. We're going to get into depth, but I just want to give you guys just a small demonstration of it. Now, I know you guys are probably going to ask what this is. I'm going to explain what this is too, because this was given to me, and I read it, and it's interesting, so I'm drinking it. But there it is. So boom. Anyways, so just imagine this being the human body. This being the human body. Okay. Boom. Frontal plane. Let's say you got some plates or glasses that bisects the body and separates the body from front and back halves, which would be like this, which would be considered the frontal plane. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what the frontal plane is. Sagittal plane. It would be separating the body from right and left halves, right? Transverse plane, lower and upper halves, right? So we're going to get into and talk about that and what this actually is. Okay, first we need to know that movement is said to occur more commonly in a specific plane if it is actually along the plane or parallel to it. Although movement can be one plane dominant, but no movement is strictly one and dominant in one plane of motion, right? Occurs strictly in one plane of motion. Get my thoughts together. Okay, boom. Here we go. Movement in a place occurs on the axis running perpendicular to the plane, much like an axle that a cartwheel revolves around. This is known as joint motion, which is termed for their action in each of the 3 planes. Know that anatomic nomenclatures occur according to the body in its anatomic position. Now, let's talk about what anatomic position is. Anatomic position is a position with the body erect, with arms to the side and palms out and forward. So basically, like this right here. Like if you guys ever look on a wall at a gym or a hospital or whatever, you will see the anatomy, the human anatomy. Whether it be they're showing the skeletal, the muscular, or whatever, they're always standing like that. And this is what is considered the anatomic position. Anatomic terms such as anterior, posterior, medial, lateral, abduction, adduction apply to the body when it is in an anatomic position. And movements such as sagittal, frontal, transverse motions are also considered in the anatomic position and when they're making reference to that. So let's talk about these planes of motions. Let's first talk about sagittal plane. Sagittal plane, like I told you guys, bisect the body into right and left sides. Sagittal plane motions occurs on the coronal axis. Movements in the sagittal plane include flexion and extension, right? Flexion is a bending movement in which the relative angle between 2 adjacent segments decrease, and extension is the absolute opposite, where the angles of 2 adjacents increase, right? So boom. These movements occur in many places in the body, specifically the spine, the shoulder, the elbow, wrist, hips, knees, hands, foot, right? And some examples of these movements in the sagittal plane is a bicep curl. Remember, two adjacent angles, boom, decreasing, boom, okay? Now, as you see, this decrease, your forearm and your bicep, and this angle right here is decreasing. The extension part of it, increasing. You see what I'm saying? So, boom. Those are sagittal plane movements. Walking, boom, lunges, squats. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that plate like this that's separating the body into left and right halves, right? So any movement that you create or that you do that will not break that plane, because if it's like this, if that plate is like this and you move like this, boom, that plate just broke. Boom, that plate just broke. But if you're coming like this, boom, and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, curls, boom, that plate doesn't break. So those are all movements that are predominantly in the sagittal plane. Now let's talk about frontal. Frontal plane bisects the body into front and back halves. Front plane motions occur around the interior and posterior axis. Their movements include adduction and abduction of the limbs. Okay? So let's talk about that. This is the frontal plane, like this. Boom, boom, like this right here. This is your frontal plane. Remember, sagittal is like this. Frontal is like this. Okay? So, any movement, like for example, let's say a side lunge. Boom, a side lunge. Boom, okay? Just like that. Boom, that is a frontal plane movement. Now, let's talk about abduction and adduction. Now, let's talk, when you use the word adduction, right? ADD-UC, right? It's just like abduction is the motion of moving a limb to the center of the body. So boom, from here, this is an adduction, just like adding to the body. Just think about that. Boom, on your leg. Boom, those are adduction. Obviously, abduction is the complete opposite, moving away from the body. And those are all frontal plane motions, frontal plane arm motions and things like that. Because again, like I said, any motion that is created that will not break that plate is predominantly in that plane of motion. All right? Now, let's talk about the transverse plane. Okay? Transverse plane is here. It separates the body from lower and upper halves. All right? So, with that being said, the motions that are predominantly in the transverse plane are basically trunk rotations. Boom. Boom. Y'all know those abs we do when we do the workouts in the evening time? Boom. Trunk rotations. When you're in the gym and you got cables, or even if you're at home, you got cables. Boom. Cable rotation twist. Boom. Medicine ball throw. Boom. See how that turns? Boom. Up and lower halves. Boom. Those are all movements that are predominantly in the transverse plane. Appreciate y'all showing up. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, let me talk to y'all about this right here, because I'm not a fan of energy drinks. I'm going to tell you that right now. But this one right here was given to me. So I said I'm going to try it and check it out. So, boom. Let me read this to you, though. Runa, a clean energy drink from guasua leaf. This is mango, naturally sweetened, USDA certified organic. Okay? Now let's read this real quick. It says, we call it clean because it's natural energy from a single ingredient, guasua leaf. Most energy drinks are a cocktail of hard to pronounce chemicals. This is just a hard to pronounce leaf between strong, the way Amazonian tribes brew it before sunrise to feel Runa. Runa meaning fully alive. Since it's naturally caffeinated and balanced with polyphenol, you get sustained energy and focus without feeling the crash. I'm saying? So y'all know energy drinks make you crash and stuff like that. It is organic, clean energy from a leaf, not a lab. That's what it says. I don't know if you can see it. Boom. Okay. Non-GMO, USDA certified, organic. Well, you already know how that is. Fair trade certified ingredients. Ingredients: brewed organic guasua, purified water, and organic guasua leaves. Organic cane sugar, says citric acid. Organic mango flavor, natural flavor. Vitamin C. The taste isn't all that great, but I'm gonna try it out. It's actually all right, but you get this at the organic store, natural grocers here in Cedar Rapids. You know, yeah. So look, I appreciate y'all showing up, showing all the love and support day in, day out to Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. Let me know what y'all think about this topic. You know, our planes of motion, the human movement system. I stuttered up a little bit, had to get my thoughts together and so forth. But, you know, we got the information out, and that's all that matters. So, take care. God bless. Lonnie Hill Flatline Fitness in the PJs. Boom. I'll see you guys this evening. We got a workout going on. It's going to be dynamic. We're going to have fun. And we're going to burn calories, flatline fat, and strengthen our heart. So that's where it's at. Take care. God bless. And I will absolutely see you guys later. Please like and share these videos. You can catch me on Facebook on the Lonnie Hill Flatline. You can catch me on Instagram on the Flatline Fitness 1. You can catch me on YouTube on the Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. My email is flat_linefitness@yahoo.com. Take care. God bless. Please like and share these videos. Remember, keep God first in everything that you do. Family second. Follow your dreams and surround yourself around like minds. People who want to see you succeed and want to see you grow and succeed. And they have the same driven purpose. So that's where it's at. Take care. God bless. And see you in a minute. Y'all want to see my waves? They're a little messed up right now, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all might not look too hard. You might get a little seasick. Nah, take care. God bless. And I'll see y'all later.